Hello, and welcome to the Cash News Podcast. Informative conversations about all things currency and cash. We'll share insights on the issues affecting the world of cash today, like cash security, payments technology, and the cash supply chain. Your hosts, Tom Meehan and Shaun Ferrari, hope to inform industry professionals and support better cash security and management by sharing the latest information on trends, strategies, and technology. This is the Cash News Podcast. Now, here's Tom and Shaun.
We're live, and there might be an echo. I'm not sure. There could be an echo.
Oh, there's an echo. There's an echo.
I mean, I think Chris is behind the camera. Chris, why don't you pan out and give a good growth? We can still talk on the other one. We're official here. We have more than one angle.
We have angles everywhere. We are live at the currency conference. It is wonderful here in Mexico City. It's the end of the first day. We had a lot of good discussions on stage. We had the governor of the Bank of Mexico give a nice welcome speech, talk about what's happening in their world. When we had a discussion with the five nations, which we have now, which is the U.S., Canada, Australia, UK, Mexico. The five nations. Yeah, that was pretty good. I passed the test right there, I feel. And we learned a lot about what they do, how they monitor cash in circulation. We got a good audience, a good crowd going here. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it was a good day. I think we started off with a design thinking workshop, right, on how to make a better banknote. I thought that was great.
I feel like that was yesterday.
I don't. I might tomorrow. But it was a great turnout and a great participation. And then I think both of the closing keynotes were informative, good. I would like to say this because Shaun and I would always say this. A lot of the information Shaun and I covered on the podcast before, which is awesome, which means that we're reading the right stuff and talking about it. I'm all color coordinated. I got pink socks on, pink shirt, blue. So we're color coordinated. We're in the currency research booth, which we're taking over the Cash News. Yeah. I think this is going to be our booth going forward. We have beer. What kind of beer is this? Do we know?
I think it's a Modelo Negra.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. And we're going to start some music, so that's going to be good for our background noise. Hope you all enjoy it.
I'm not sure that the background noise is as bad as us echoing.
That could be true. I do think, though, that last night, and maybe we can post some pictures because you weren't able to make it in time, but we had a fabulous welcome dinner with all sorts of Mexican-themed Day of the Dead kind of parades and make your own taco stations. It was just a great, fun evening that was definitely a statement piece to open the show and welcome everybody here to Mexico City. So it was really good. But Tom, I think you're right. I mean, a lot of the discussion that was on stage today definitely verified a lot of the trends that we have been talking about over the past couple of months about what's going on with cash. And I think, it kind of resonated that, yes, it dropped off a bit, but, the pandemic happened. Everybody tried to figure out what was happening, got through the pandemic, and things have kind of stabilized again to some degree.
I think, I'm sorry I missed it yesterday because I think I would have really enjoyed it. I love the whole entire Day of the Dead celebration, the sugar skulls. So I did see someone showed me pictures. I don't know who it was. I think Jens may have posted some too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, and the thing about currency research is if you've never been, you have to come because there's always at least one quasi-frightening dancer. Like, no matter what happens, mirror people throwing fire, people with really long necks. Like, there's always, and I love it. You never know what you're going to get.
We walk the edge between like terror and fun. That's what we do.
So that's going to be new for the post.
That's going to be a new
informative conversations about all things currency and cash. Walking the edge between fun and terror.
That's right. We try to live on the edge here. But no, we've got great programming set up for tomorrow. A full day of informative sessions. Tom's on one tomorrow. I'm moderating it, so we'll have fun up on stage, talking about sustainability and what's happening there. And then we got another basically full day on Wednesday, and then we transition over to the digital currency conference. So we're talking all things currency here in Mexico City this week.
Yeah, and we're going to do a podcast every day of the week. So we'll have one tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it's going to change. I can guarantee you.
It will change.
It will change.
We may be here. We may be somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't believe the booth goes the full till Thursday, right?
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna hold the booth. We might, yeah.
So then it might not change that much. We're gonna work on getting better audio, but I'm not sure in Mexico City if we can get much better than this. We were discussing how we've taped all over the world and somehow figured it out. Hopefully this sounds okay.
Yeah, we're gonna test it after this. So maybe you've heard all this, or maybe you haven't. But yeah, that's the fun of what's happening right now.
Well, I can hear you in my ear with a weird delay, so I can hear you speak, and then I hear a delay. So I'm pretty sure that that's being recorded.
Well, and if you haven't, it's part of the theme of today. So you're probably watching this, so you weren't here today. But on stage, we had people speaking English and Spanish, and we had Interpretify doing the interpreting, which is another earpiece app. So you had more earpieces and delays and people talking, and I actually think it worked quite well.
I thought it was very interesting. I used it, and at first it took me a little bit to get used to it, but I thought it was better than what I've done in the past. Actually, it felt like they were just as fast, and these are topics that for a translator, like we're talking about things that, although for us are everyday conversation. But I'm pretty sure the translator was like, wait, did they just say 60,000 ATMs? Like it's a tough one to translate if you think about it in real time. So
it's a very specific language and topic and vocabulary that's hard for translators. But no, we love it doing it that way. It gets rid of the translators in the booths in the back of the room. Basically what we're doing is we're sending a video feed and the audio feed to translators somewhere else in the world. And they're just through an app translating and talking through an app on the phone into your ear. It's great.
I'm quite certain that that's an at-home job.
Yeah,
that feels like for sure that someone's at home, and it's at one point, and I thought they did a good job. Like one person fell off, another person picked up, and it was like seamless. I was impressed. I actually think I'm gonna use the app for some other things. This isn't a commercial for the app, by the way, but you're welcome.
But we will contact them and see if they will sponsor.
Yes. If you are listening, we're always up for sponsors. So what's it sort of tonight? We're having a little dinner at a rooftop.
Yeah, the rooftop here at the hotel.
Will there be dancers, fire dancers, mirror dancers?
I think it's a low key night tonight. I don't think there's a lot of dancing happening. There's light entertainment, so there might be a little bit of dancing. But tomorrow night's a big gala, so that's where it's all
tuxedos.
Some will be in tuxedos. Some will be in kilts. Some will be in other national dress. I didn't know what to do, honestly. I'm going to be maybe wearing a tie. That's about as national dress.
So this was a topic of conversation. So we're getting you inside info, because if you're listening to the podcast, thank you, first of all. But Shaun and I we're texting each other. So I see black tie, and I'm asking everybody, is it a real black tie event? And then I keep getting the answer, well, like, yes. And then I'm waiting for someone to give me the real answer. And then Shaun and I are, as if we are related. I'm not bringing a tuxedo. I'll wear a suit. So I bought a very nice suit. A very nice shirt. I will even put a bow tie on. But
wow.
I don't know that I'm going to fly halfway across the country with a tuxedo. If Shaun asked me to, I would do it. But as soon as he said, you don't need to, I was like, perfect.
I appreciate you being willing to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
But I couldn't in good faith tell you to do that, because I am not going to do that. I draw the line there.
But I will wear a bow tie. We'll definitely have some pictures for that. And then, interestingly enough, that was a discussion at the bar last night about how you and we're not going to wear a tuxedo. And I said, are we the only ones? Because then it's a problem, right? But then I'm like, I bet there are other folks that are not going to have tuxedos on.
No, it's actually an interesting thing. I mean, it adds a nice kind of like ambiance to it, and particularly with the national dress, because you have everybody from Africa and all over really kind of really dressed up, and it adds a nice feel. Problem being from the U.S. though, what is our national dress? I'm like, what is that? I'm not going to drape myself in a flag and walk through the. I could, but it'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. My comment at the bar was that no matter what, we're gonna be dressed to impress.
Of course. I'm always dressed to impress. I might wear the red jacket with sparkly shoes from Banknote. I don't know. We'll see.
That you could definitely do that. All right. What are the closing minutes? Because I can tell people are. It's interesting when you're doing it live how many people stop and they want to watch, but no one will come over. No one will come over just to wave, right? They just take pictures.
I will say I was impressed with the Ayakoa stuff last week because they were actually if when you watch this you've already seen or heard the Ayakoa broadcast. I'm not sure, but if you have, you'll notice we got some guests. A few people jumped in behind me and gave me some rabbit ear type things going on. It was good. I mean, it was good, but you're right. By and large, people aren't open to doing that. And honestly, given our audio challenges here, it might be good.
It would be challenging. But I think the interesting part is that as we're saying that, I guess people don't realize we're at a big conference. People realize that we're taping live, but it would be challenging. But I think tomorrow, if anything, we'll just get people to wave in. And tomorrow, I think we'll have a different audio setup. I'm sure that we could figure it out.
We could figure something out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think we're going to give it back because we're going to have to get ready for the next event.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. I think this will be on next week. We're going to be a week probably behind it. I think that's probably where we'll be. And I don't know, but tomorrow might be episode 50. I think tomorrow might be episode 50.
I'm going to learn the Mexican word for 50. It's going to be a big.
I don't know. Maybe we could get everybody. Maybe we could do it on the big stage and get for episode 50 all 300 people on. That would be some stuff right there.
That would be something. Right at the end of the panel, just kind of stand up, turn the camera around.
Yeah. All right. Surprise. we change the back screens to us. We're going to try to do something amazing for the 50th episode. I'm wondering if the other cameras is being blocked by people standing there, but
half the time.
Sorry, but that's not because we're live. It's okay.
Yes. There's a lot of movement, but it's okay. We're good.
All right. Final words.
No, final words. Just join us the rest of this week for whatever is happening. You never know. You remember who we're talking to, if we're having a legitimate earthquake or just a cocktail table shaking or people walking by. It's the fun of live broadcasts. We would like to try to get some people on. We'll see if we can make it work. But anyway, tune in. We'll be here. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to the Cash News Podcast. We hope you found this episode insightful. Don't forget to like and review us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter, and be sure to visit us at thecashnews.com to stay up to date with the latest on the world of cash. Thanks again for listening to the Cash News Podcast.